Water. Water is one of the most important source on the planet Earth. All forms of the life need water to live. Water is constantly moving over the earth. Around 70% of the earth is filled with water. Water exists in three forms. First is water, ice, and water vapor. Fill an ice tray with water and keep it in the freezer. After some time, remove the ice tray. What has happened to the water? It has frozen and changed to ice. This process of water changing to ice is called freezing of water. Leave an ice cube in the open air for some time. What do you see? The ice changes to water again. This changing of ice into water is called melting of ice. Boil some water in a kettle. Water comes out from the spout as a steam or also called as water vapor. This process of water changing into vapor is called evaporation of water. Now, hold a flat pan near to the spout. The steam cools down and changes to small drops of water. This process of water vapor changing to water drops is called condensation of water. You can observe there is water in the kettle. Yes, what we'll do, we'll heat up the kettle so that the water changes into water vapor. That water vapor contains heat that melts the ice cubes, right? Then what we can see, that melts the ice cube and forms the or changes the ice cube into water. Like this we can observe the forms of water in this picture. We can also see the changes of forms of the water in the nature also. Let's observe that. Yes, what happened here? The sun heats up the water in ponds, lakes, rivers, and seas and changes it into water vapor. The water vapor rises up in the air and it forms the water droplets join together to form a cloud. As more and more drops collects and the clouds become bigger and heavier, the water that has collected in the clouds then falls back on the earth in the form of a rain. This water flows back to the rivers, seas, and lakes. This is a continuous process and it is called as, yes, it is a water cycle. When rain passes through very cold air, it then changes into hard ice, then falls down as a small balls called as hailstones. Sometimes water vapor changes into soft ice in the cold air to form a snowflakes. These snowflakes fall as a snow. Now let's see the picture and answer. First, the water in the river, it heats up by the sun, that is called as evaporation. Then it forms clouds, right? Then the clouds together becomes heavy and they will make rain. And again they will flow to the rivers, that is called as a stream. Like this we can name the labels. Let's see some keywords. Freezing. Changing of water into ice on cooling is called as freezing. Melting. Changing of ice into water on heating is called defined as a melting. Water present as a gas in air is defined as water vapor. Changing of water into water vapor is defined as evaporate. Changing of water vapor into water is condense. Here both are opposite in their way of doing the work. So evaporate and condense are opposite to each other. The continuous cycle in which water changes into water vapor, forms clouds and then falls back on the earth as a rain. This whole process is defined as a water cycle. It is a continuous process which happens in our nature or earth. Balls of hard ice formed when water vapor freezes is defined as, or it is called as a hailstone. Soft ice formed when water vapor freezes in cold air is defined as a snowflakes. So these are the keywords you need to remember. Now by the end of the chapter, we can conclude with water exists in three forms: water, ice and water vapor. Water freezes to form ice. Ice melts to form water. Water evaporates to form water vapor. When it is very cold, rain may fall as hail or snow. This is all about the forms of water. See you in the next class. Have a nice day, children.